Be sure to subscribe to Greedy J or he'll foreclose your house and become your stepdad.
What is up, everybody? It is your boy Greedy J here. We're back with another video, and I got my boy BrokenDayDream with me. How you doing today, man?
Yo, what's going on? Feeling good, feeling good.
That's good, man. So today, I'll admit this, on TikTok, I seen one of your recent videos, and you were talking about overrated, underrated type of waifu. So I figured today is the day we collab, and we make a video where we really go into detail on waifus that we think are overrated or underrated or whatever. So
okay, I like it.
Yeah, so have you, like, what are your thoughts on the idea of like a waifu being overrated or underrated? What plays into that for you?
I don't know, that's such a hard, I don't know why it's such a hard question. Like, I guess it depends on if I can actually see them being a wife per se. I guess that's one of the main categories. Would I date them? So on and so forth. I don't know. How about yourself?
For me, they have to have like basically some sort of impact on the actual main plot that makes me go like, okay, I don't just look at them as like they're like the love interest or like they're just like, you know, the for the male gaze, if that makes sense.
Makes sense. Well, maybe but that's good for the main character.
Yeah, I like a good waifu that like hits all areas for me, and attractiveness is like a main area for me, but like if you have no relevance to the plot, it's kind of just like you're just there, like cool, I guess, but like
The eye candy? Nah, that's a little more than that. Okay.
Yeah, no, exactly. So you made a list, I made a list, and right now I'm going through mine real quick, and we're going to look up the first one, and I got the first one here. So recently Chainsaw Man has been like the big anime that's been out right now. Everyone's been talking about it, everyone's been hyped about it, and I think this is the one character I want to start off first with our overrated or underrated. First one up, Makima from Chainsaw Man. Overrated, underrated, what would you have to say?
For now, I'm only 2 episodes deep, but I'm gonna go overrated for now. That's what I'm saying.
See, I'm pretty deep into the anime, and I have a lot of friends who tell me a lot about the manga. Overrated is the right answer.
You think so? Okay, I've seen some stuff, like some people hinting at some things. I'm like, I don't know what you're hinting towards, but it doesn't seem like a good thing. So
Makima is the type of character in which you clearly know that something is up with them, and you're like, oh, let me put on my rose-colored glasses here so I can look at these red flags like they're regular flags. Like, like one of the biggest things that everyone brings up is that like Makima kind of is like a groomer a bit to Denji, because Denji's still like 17, if you remember.
Really think about it.
Yeah, that's my whole thing, and plus, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that like she's so willing to do what Denji wants makes me go like, you're very willing to do stuff as long as he does stuff for you. Like, I feel uncomfortable with that.
Right, and my also thing is I feel like it's okay to simp, but then there's a level like above that. Like, I ain't trying to be treated like a dog, or treating Denji like a dog. It's like, okay.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. And
it's her pet.
Bro, I think, and also too, the one thing I think people need to realize, if you really look at her, I'm sorry, she's not that attractive. I'm going to say that.
Maybe I've been watching too many cosplayers.
Yeah, no, the cosplayers, fine. When cosplayers are cosplaying Makima, banger. My friend Kai looks good as Makima. Makima at like in Chainsaw Man, no. I could not see myself.
Do it for you?
Doesn't do it for me. Doesn't at all. So I'm glad that we at least got that one out of the way. Alright. Next one up. From Jujutsu Kaisen, we got Nobara Kugisaki.
Is middle of the road an answer, or do I have to choose between overrated and underrated?
I would say we could go middle. So we'll have 3 answers. We could go overrated, underrated, middle of the road.
I'm gonna go middle of the road. I feel like she's at where she should be. I don't feel like she's overrated. I don't think she's underrated. I think she's like right there.
I think I'm with you on that one. That's probably why like I accepted you saying middle of the road. Nobra for me hits all of the check marks for a good waifu in an anime. Plus, she's not just like a damsel in distress. She's literally on the same level as like the pro tag and everybody. And I think I like the girls with like attitude. Maybe that's why I'm kind of a little bit more biased to it. I like the girls with a little bit more attitude to them.
Okay. I don't really have a strong opinion on her either way, honestly, but waiting for that season 2 at least. See, we're all waiting for that season 2. That season 2 about to be a banger. But yeah, I guess we're both middle of the road with Nobra. Nobra, she's solid. Like, if anybody decided to be like, hey, I want to make her my wife, I'll be like, you know what? More power to you. I can't say no or yes to that. We got Maki from Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay.
So, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on Maki?
I'm gonna go overrated for now. I feel like most people just like her for that one part in the movie, so.
She's in the same category as Nobra for me. She's in the middle of the road. She hits all those check marks for me. More so, like, if you put her in Nobra's position in the show, like, nothing changes in the plot. The plot doesn't change. Nothing really changes. To me, like, nothing really changes. They both still have strong ideals. They're very strong women. There's a lot of strong women in JJK. And she has this, like, cool attitude about her. And she also has an attitude with her. So that's why I'm, like, also biased about it.
And I do like her backstory more, too.
Backstory is very, I wouldn't say, like, relatable. It's more so, like, you feel for her.
Right.
All right, so you said overrated. I said that's the first one that we had a different answer to. All right, so the next one's gonna hurt me because I already have the answer. All right, I have my answer, and you're gonna look at me and be like, "Wow, you're a fan of her, but you're saying that?" It's like, yes.
I'm curious.
So we got Marin Kitagawa from My Dress Up Darling. Overrated, middle of the road, underrated.
I'm gonna go middle of the road in the sense that I feel like she's at where she should be. I don't feel like she's overrated. I don't think she's underrated, but I don't know. What are you thinking there?
I love Kitagawa. I love how she looks. She represents everything I want to date in a girl. And she has a style, wonderful voice, wonderful personality. Overrated as shit.
Really?
Overrated.
Yeah.
I feel like I can like a character and love them as much as I do, but I can also realize they're overrated as fuck. And
what makes her overrated? What's wrong?
I think
like she hits all the points though. What's up?
It hits all the points, but I think what makes her overrated is the fact that she hits. I think it is that she hits all those points for what a stereotypical lead would want in a girlfriend. Someone who's nerdy, someone who cosplays, they're hot at the same time, and they're willing, and they are like super like into you. Like, finding all of that in someone is like very, very tough. And I'm not saying like it's not possible, but like the way they portray it, like it pushes her into that area of overrated. Now, like, if there was like some sort of like sad, like I feel like if they added like something sad to her a little bit to her backstory, then I'd probably put her in the middle, because I'm like, okay, there's a reason behind everything. But like, nah, she there's, to my understanding, there is nothing sad with her in her backstory. There's nothing sad. She's just, I'm here, I'm everything that you probably would want in a girlfriend.
Okay. Is one of her parents dead? I can't remember. I feel like they are, but maybe I'm making up stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's in the background, so it's not really in the foreground for you. They don't focus on it, though. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, it'll probably be brought up later in the show, and then like it'll just be touched on. It'll be like, oh, okay, that's a little detail. This one, we're both a fan of it. I'm gonna be surprised at your answer, but like my answer, I'll even say right now, it's middle of the road. It's middle of the road. Person hits everything I would want, and I just genuinely love the show. You can take a wild guess with what I'm about to say. Nagatoro.
Hey.
Good guess. Middle of the road. That's me.
That's a hard one. I want to put her higher, but I get middle of the road. I'm gonna say, for now, middle of the road also with her, because I'm caught. I don't know how you're caught up. Are you caught up with the manga, or how far are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty caught up with the manga right now. The last place I stopped at, I think it was the judo arc, I believe. That's where I stopped at.
That's a while ago. It's like in the 80s, 70s right now, or like in the 110s right now.
Yeah, I got a lot to
she's
catch up on.
Yeah, so she's definitely developed more as a character who is definitely very supportive of Senpai, and she also is, I would say, putting herself in more uncomfortable positions to help him out, which is great character development. I love that. I love to see it, but I'm not sure if I would put her at waifu status quite yet. That's where I'm at. It's a middle road still. So.
I'm kind of there with you. When it comes down to personality, her personality, it's like eating a sour candy. It's sour at first, which is like the first couple chapters of Nagatoro, and then it gets sweet once you get later on into the other chapters. It's an acquired taste. I feel like Nagatoro is an acquired taste for people. The one thing I love about Nagatoro is that their personality fits into what you should expect from someone who kind of she kind of fits that delinquent status, even though she's like a good student and everything, she studies and whatnot, but she kind of fits in that delinquent status area.
That one kind of takes it off of it for you too, the delinquent stuff, or maybe the maturity level, or
it's more so they're like, when it comes down to delinquency, it's it depends if it's like childish, or if it's like they just do it because it's just like a part of them, and it's not really like a part of her. She just kind of gives off that vibe of it, if you know what I mean. Next one up, and I only have one answer to this character because I feel like they came out way too quickly, and they came out right after the hype of a certain show. And that's Shikamori. She's overrated too. She came out way too soon. She came out way after the hype of My Dress Up Darling, and I feel like that killed it for me, because I was on that high of My Dress Up Darling, and then I see this and I'm like, okay, first episode, and I was like, all right, let's see the second episode, and I'm like, okay, third, I'm like, is this it? Fourth episode, all right, I'm done. Legit.
For me, yeah, definitely overrated also. Because I haven't seen the anime, but I've read the manga maybe the first couple volumes. And yeah, it's just one of those things I'm like, yeah, she's great, but maybe the joke kind of runs too dry too quickly for me, or she's, again, I don't really know, it's just not really doing it for me.
I think my biggest thing is Shikamori. I understand the show's called Shikamori's Not Just a Cutie, but there's gotta be more to it than just like, oh, Protag does something that, like, you know, I wouldn't say emasculates him, but he kind of is just like, oh man, I'm down on my luck, I'm so depressed and everything, and then, oh boy, here comes Shikamori looking cool, and it's just like, you're my boyfriend, like, do better. Like, I don't know.
Yep, it's kind of the same joke over and over.
Yeah, it's like it's like going to a restaurant and like you have a menu and you have all this good food, but every time you're like, give me chicken tenders and fries. It works, it's good, but at some point you're gonna get tired of it. At some point.
Just got to be more to it, you know. Got to.
Exactly. Do you have anyone in mind?
In mine, off the top of my head, I'm gonna say I can't remember how to pronounce her name. I think it's Mia, from the Bunny Girl Senpai herself. From
Ooh, my. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll let you go first for this one. What do you think? Overrated, underrated, middle of the road?
Underrated.
Underrated.
She is very, very underrated. After like, she's one of those girls in which like I haven't heard anybody talk about her since Bunny Girl like ended. There's a bunch of other girls that get talked about. Like I said, Nobara from Jujutsu Kaisen, like Sakura from Naruto, all these other characters. You don't hear people go like, you know who's a good character? My Sakurajima from Bunny Girl Senpai. You barely hear anybody talk about it. And
for me, yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, and the anime was amazing. She was solid A1, and I'll even admit this, she fits everything I personally would want to have in a girlfriend. She's very reliable, she's funny, she's dependable, and she knows how to like be serious. It's great.
Okay. For me, I'm gonna go the opposite of overrated for your boy.
Ooh.
I feel like people only really know her for her bunny suit, and that's about it. If no one saw the bunny suit, no one would ever talk about her. You already said yourself, nobody even talked about her. You just kind of leave her be when they talk about everybody else. So, I mean, I like the main character himself doing his thing, but her, she's cool. I like her. She's all right, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the whole bunny suit thing that gets me. Maybe if I didn't see the whole bunny suit, maybe if I separated her from the bunny suit and made her own thing, then maybe. But I don't know. I just can't separate the two.
So the next one, I'm going to say this right now. Middle of the road, like automatically middle of the road, hits everything, and yeah, that oh my god. I just love this character. I genuinely love this character because they play their part so well. And that's your Forger from Spy Family. Middle of the road for me.
Middle of the road for yourself? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, middle of the road. I feel like she's at where she should be. She's not underrated or overrated. She's right there.
She is possibly one of the most cosplayed characters, I believe, this year. Her being a mother is A1. She basically became almost every guy's like ideal wife. Like, even though the joke is like, oh, she can't cook, but like she's the ideal wife. She's very protective, takes care of Anya, and she's just very loving. And then you add in that assassin like persona, it's like yes.
Right, because on top of that, she's kind of, I wouldn't say go as far to say innocent, but she's very kind of, what's the word that I'm looking for here? Maybe I will go with innocent, but also has that deadly side to her. Maybe what's the word I'm looking for? It's something, but I can't think of it.
Is it that phrase where it's like, looks like a cinnamon roll will kill you?
Yeah, that works. That works.
Yeah, we can go with that phrase. Looks like a cinnamon roll will kill you. Because that's definitely your right there. The next one, it's Desumi Magahara from Love After World Domination. What do you think?
Me? I'm gonna go underrated. Like you said, it was a great anime. She's a fun girlfriend to watch. Be with Red. She seems extremely nice, even though she's a part of this evil organization. She's super sweet, loved her, but like you said, no one talks about her. Maybe the anime wanted her. Most people's radar. I feel like a lot of people caught on in the beginning, but as it went on, people just kind of dropped off from it from one reason or another.
Yeah, I would have to say underrated too. She had so much potential to really just be up there, but like I don't know what happened, because the anime to me was like really good. But then again, no one really talked about it. Maybe could it just be because of it being like Power Rangers-esque and people are just like, "Oh, it's just Power Rangers." Well, I don't want to watch that.
Could be. I don't know. People be loving on the Power Rangers here more lately. At least it seems like more people showing more love for it. But at the same time, it could be exactly what you think. They might just think it's a Sentai show and then like kind of write it off.
Yeah, because don't get me wrong, very cute. I like the idea of a villain love story with like the hero, and I believe in the anime she does say that her dating Red is the first time she's actually dating someone. So it's kind of just like it's that innocent like viewing of like, oh, it's her first love, which is dope. This next one. So, have you started the show Classroom of the Elite?
Yes.
Okay, so then you'll know who this is. Suzune or Akita? Overrated, underrated, or in the middle?
I'm gonna go in the middle for her. I feel the same way about her, kind of the same way as I do about Bunny Girl Senpai herself. But except of course I had Bunny Girl like overrated, but yeah, I put her middle of the road for me. I don't know. No, don't have too many strong feelings about her. I think she is a good character, like watching her, but waifu material, I don't know.
I would say middle of the road too. Not really waifu material. Definitely, she's definitely that good friend, and people do not appreciate the really good female friend character in animes, and I think she fits that very well. She's very rude, very like standoffish to our boy, the main character in the Classroom of the Elite. She's very standoffish to him. However, she still does stuff for him, and she still like hangs out with him, even though she's kind of just like, why are you here? Like, I don't want you near me.
Yeah, she'll talk that mess, but she'll still be there for you. That's
good. Yeah, and definitely she is somebody in which I feel like if we get like another season of Classroom of the Elite after season 2, she is definitely someone I would say keep your eye on for like waifu material. Definitely.
I need to watch season 2. I've only seen the first season. Need to watch that second.
I've seen season 1. I definitely need to see season 2. Season 2 I heard was a banger. All right, and then the last one on my list, Amelia from Devil is a Part-Timer. What's your thoughts? Overrated, underrated, in the middle?
Waifu. I'm gonna go middle of the road for me, or at least she's at where she should be. For me, I don't have any too strong feelings about her that would make her push her up to being, or rather push her under being underrated, to where I feel like more people should be talking about her. I mean, she does show out in season 2 a bit more from what I finished. You said you're partway through the second season, or how far are you?
I'm basically partway through it. I know I'm past episode 6.
Okay, because you know she kind of does take on that more of that motherly role that does kind of push her more towards waifu status, and then there's some other stuff she learns down the road about her past or her family that makes it be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be the way I am. I don't want to go into too much detail here. So she's pushing it, becoming more waifu status, but right now I feel like she's where she should be.
Fair enough. Genuinely for me, I would have to say that Amelia is in the middle too. But my reasoning for her being in the middle is that I feel like she hasn't done enough yet to warrant her either being overrated or even being underrated. Underrated literally means like you've done a lot and nobody recognizes it. Overrated is like, to me, like, oh, you've done nothing, but like people are hyping you up like you're the shit. And she doesn't fit in either category. She kind of is just there. She exists. I like her. She's very cute. She's the quote unquote hero.
Yep.
She's a very good mother. I'll give that to her. Very amazing mother. Other than that, there wasn't really any other qualities about her. I feel like she's like your standard tsundere.
Yep, for the most part, I can't disagree with that. So,
yeah. That's all I got with her. Anyone else? Anyone on your list, buddy?
I got one more that I want to run by you. That would be Shirayuki from, was it Snow White with the red hair? Have you seen that one?
Shirayuki. I haven't seen the show, but I am down to do a fun little. You can tell me if I'm like in the ballpark with what I say, just from like looking at it.
Okay.
So you said she's the main pro tag, right?
Yes.
Main pro tag. She's a redhead, green eyes, has a very cute smile. I would assume, since she's the main character of a story like this, and it's called like Snow White or whatever, she probably has some sort of sad backstory.
You know, I can't remember her backstory off the top of my head. It's been a while since I've seen the anime. But the reason why I even brought her up was just that no one does talk about her at all. And I feel like she really is a good waifu character. She's very strong-willed. She's very determined about what she wants to do. You know, all the qualities that I think you listed off earlier on what you would find in a waifu, I think she has. But the thing about it is that I feel like just not a lot of people have given it the chance. It is listed under as a shoujo, so maybe just a lot of people haven't really took the time to go watch it.
It's
one of those shows that I just kind of off the rip. I'm like, I was kind of in the phase of watching anything that just had a dub, and that just happened to be one of those things, and it definitely surprised me how much I enjoyed the series.
Okay, that's probably why no one has talked about her. The minute you said shoujo, my friend Colleen, she's gonna have a fit. She's gonna have a fit when we talk about this. But yeah, from all that information, yeah, I can easily just say underrated then. That's my answer. She's underrated as hell. First being because shoujo, like I will tell y'all this right now, read or watch shoujo. It's actually like shoujo manga or anime is really, really good. Second,
at the end of the day, it's still anime, it's still manga, so that's the thing. That's what your mindset is.
Yeah, second, like, I don't know, like from seeing all the pictures and stuff through Google and everything, she really gives off this like sweet presence. This I wouldn't say knightly, but more so like she's proud and she's like willing to do what she can to like be helpful.
Yeah, because I think her job in the show, if I remember correctly, is that she's kind of a doctor or an herbalist, so she kind of like mixes herbs together to be able to heal people or, you know, make them feel better with their sickness. So I believe that's how it went.
Okay. But yeah, that is our list for right now. Hey man, do you got anything you want to say? Like,
I feel like I was right in all my decisions here.
I feel like my decisions and my acceptance for like a lot of my characters were very detailed, very sound. And obviously for anyone that's watching this video, you can go in the comments below and give your opinion of like who you think is overrated or underrated on our list, or even if you have like, you know, a one that you want to talk about, put them in the comments below. Yeah. I like doing this kind of stuff with you, Dream. I want to do more of this kind of stuff with you later on, so who knows, you might catch both me and him doing this again.
Yeah, I'll be down.
Hell yeah. Overrated, underrated 2, Electric Boogaloo. But yeah, that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure you hit the like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, and be sure to share this with everyone so that they can see what our thoughts are. All right, I'll catch you guys later in the next video. See y'all.